Welcome to Under the Canopy. We're excited to be here. This is our very first episode. I'm Rebecca. That's Anthony. I know.
No.
You didn't want me to say your name, but I did. You can't do anything about it now. And we are co-conspirators in the love of film. We're coming to you from the Las Vegas Clark County Library District, and Under the Canopy is what we're going to do for you in this series is focus on the amazing films that are available with your library card through the Kanopy streaming service. Kanopy has over 30,000 films available to stream. There are documentaries, award winners, there are indie films, foreign films. What else?
The board.
Across the board.
Just watch whatever is like I don't know how to describe it. Like they have Lady Bird on there.
Yeah. So they'll have recent indie things.
Moonlight.
But then also you'll see films that you haven't thought about in a really long time.
Helvetica.
Yeah, I saw on there I Love You, Philip Morris.
Yeah.
Which it was like an indie film like 20 years ago, but it's a brand new addition to Kanopy. So you can always be looking at Kanopy. And like I said, with your card with the library district, you can watch all of these movies. We hope you will, but we're going to come to you, and every time we come to you with a new episode of Under the Canopy, we're going to give you an idea of what to watch. We'll just talk about one film of the thousands available. And if you're finding us from somewhere else, not in the Las Vegas metro area, you might have Kanopy available at your library district too. So it's a great streaming service. We're really happy to have it and be able to offer it to our community. And we're excited to be able to talk about these films.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool too. I was like thinking about this before we got here.
Mm-hmm.
You can also, if you have a tablet, you can project it onto your television.
Oh.
So, and the movies, if you like kind of think about it, if you're having like a soiree, wine and cheese and stuff like that.
Cocktails?
Yes. Real good thing to do is just take a movie that nobody's ever seen before, a documentary, and just play it in the background, and that boosts your classy level through the roof,
Well, depending on the film, I would imagine. But yeah, I mean,
Any
on
of these
Kanopy,
films.
you're going to find all kinds of films that will do that for
Helvetica.
you, I think.
Call over your friends.
Yeah.
Wine, cheese, Helvetica.
Yeah.
Talk about fonts.
Yeah,
And then,
interesting documentary about fonts. That's on there. It's not the one we're talking about today, but it is on there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Great movie.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's an interesting In fact, we're going to talk about a documentary today. So our film that we've chosen for our premiere episode is a film titled Kedi. Kedi. Do you know what it means?
Truth to advertising?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It means cat in Turkish.
That's correct.
Right? It's Turkish.
Did you know that when you first watched it?
No.
Because I tricked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kedi was, because you look at the poster, it's Kedi, and then you have a picture of a cat.
Right.
Put two and two together.
Sure.
So they were going to follow a singular cat through Turkey. So.
Yeah. Well, did you know it was cat in Turkish going in?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, but you did. You thought it was like about one cat named
that they're going
Kedi.
to follow.
Right.
The whole 2 hours.
But instead, so Kedi is this amazing documentary. It was made in 2016. And these filmmakers went to Istanbul to film the population of cats that live there, that have lived there thousands of years, as part of just the city landscape. Are you questioning thousands of years?
I just have a question with the cats. It's like Rent for cats? You follow a subsection of cats, even though there are other cats in the city.
Yeah.
You follow 5.
Yeah, 7, I think. But you see like hundreds of others too.
Do you?
Running around. Yeah, they're all over the place. I mean, that's the point of. Okay, this is the point of the documentary: is that Istanbul wouldn't be Istanbul without the cats. Okay, so you see this city, this ancient city that is also a modern international center, right? And it's a kind of a travel documentary, right?
Yeah, there's a very travel. If you ever wondered what Turkey or a portion of Turkey
What
looked like,
Istanbul looks
you
like.
can watch this.
Yeah. I've always wanted to see Istanbul. So for me, it's exciting to get to see the city. But in a regular travel documentary, they'd show you the landmarks and the famous historical buildings and maybe an art museum or, a restaurant it's famous for, right? And instead, here, we're seeing the city as it is a place where humans and cats coexist as a population.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't see, if you want to see the landmarks of Istanbul, you can do that. That's something else you can do. But if you want to understand through this portrait of Istanbul, better understand how animals and people can coexist, then you want to watch this, right? The filmmakers did incredible stuff. They, in order to show us how these cats live in the city, and just so it's clear, they're not strays, right? They're not strays. They just live in the city. People are used to them. The people live with them. They walk around together. Sometimes they ignore each other. But yeah, why so quizzical?
If the cats are like, all right, this is lawyerly.
Okay.
I should just pass. But they're technically, aren't they still strays because they don't have a people take care of them, but
Yeah.
they don't take care of them like your
Okay.
cat. It's like I saw a cat and I gave it a piece of
Yeah, and
fish.
some cats adopt restaurants or apartment complexes, and they're like, this is where I live. But they're not strays in the way that we think of strays, right? No one thinks of them as a blight on the city. They're a part of the community, right? And as many of the humans interviewed in the film say, it just wouldn't be Istanbul if the cats weren't there,
Yeah.
right? So the filmmakers did some amazing stuff. One of the things they did was they worked with humans who live in Istanbul to be allowed to follow cats in and out of buildings. So because a cat isn't like, oh, you're filming me, let me walk down this street so it's easy for you to catch my daily travels, right? They go in and out of everything. And so this particular still is of some kittens that we meet, that a mother cat, she has to go out to find food and bring it back to the kittens. And this is
there's
a pretty adorable moment where the kittens are waiting for mom to come back.
what's that thing called? I don't know. What's the personification?
Sure.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, this cat is bad.
Anthropomorphizing.
Yeah, this cat
Yeah.
doesn't like blah, blah, blah.
But so the film is doing that. The people being interviewed by the filmmakers are doing that. We're doing it as viewers. I think fundamentally we're all understanding, right? Okay. So in this case, yeah. So the mom and the filmmakers were able to follow the mom coming in and out of this building. And then the filmmakers also do these incredible shots over the rooftops of Istanbul. So beautiful. They do some drone shots at dawn and at dusk, and man, it just makes me want to go there even more, It's so, and a thing like this where you've got this still cat on a rooftop, it's so meditative. It's just so, it's calming,
Yeah.
right?
It's like, for this movie, I felt bad for cats here in Las Vegas because, well, if you watch the movie, you get to see like cats, they jump up things, they crawl under things, they can climb to the fourth story apartment that they live in.
Like this cat
Yeah.
who sleeps on a canopy.
Yeah, our cats, they're low to the ground. At most, they get fences. Maybe one or two will jump onto a roof every
Yeah.
once in a while, but
Yeah.
it's like, I feel bad for our cats.
Yeah.
But these cats, they got.
Oh yeah. I love that this cat was like, "Oh, I'm going to sunbathe on this canopy."
They get boats.
Oh, okay.
Seawalls.
The sea. Here's one of our cats at the steps that lead down to the sea. And again, this is a beautiful shot at dusk. This also shows us, which is great. So they actually created a rig for the cameraman to use down on the ground so you get all of this stuff at a cat's eye view. And the cinematographer of the film, he actually said that he never thought in his life that one of his favorite projects he ever worked on would have him laying on his stomach on the streets of Istanbul.
Is there a director's commentary on the film? Or?
If you go to the website, the film's official website, there's some stuff in there that you can read, which is cool. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't think that either. Like, you're going to film school and you're like, someday I'm going to lay on my stomach in the streets of Istanbul to follow awesome cats.
I think Alfred Hitchcock did that.
You think he did?
Yeah, somebody had to. Just Steven Spielberg probably did it like 8 times.
Hitchcock, like in The Man Who Knew Too Much or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Hitchcock got down on the ground in Morocco. Yeah, somehow I don't think so, but
true.
Okay, no, no, it's not true. I'm making it up.
Ooh, truth in advertising. Truth in advertising.
Another thing I really love about this movie is the score. The score adds to that meditative idea. And if you're interested in hearing the music, there's another streaming service you can get with your library card called Freegal. And you can actually stream the score to this movie on Freegal.
And doesn't Freegal do the thing where if you really like a song from this score, you can download it and keep it forever?
Yeah, you can keep it forever. So that's cool too.
Multimedia presentation.
Yeah. So we're coming to the end of our episode here, and we are recommending.
Really?
Yeah. And we're recommending that people watch Kedi on the Kanopy streaming service. It says right there, streaming now on Kanopy. Critics' Choice Documentary Awards winner. I think, and also just to make sure this is a film for everyone. This is something you can watch with the whole family. So yeah. So learn something about Istanbul. Go watch Kedi. And come back and join us next time on Under the Canopy, and we'll have another film to recommend.
And I'll have another name.
And you'll have okay. All right. Well, it's nice talking to you today, Anthony.
No, not.
Don't do that.
Huh? Oh. Well.
All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.